like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive with us. It's Monday, December 9th, 2024.
Oh, wow.
And we are taking you
Already
straight to Hollywood, to the Dolby Theater, where all the stars are coming out.
It's December.
For the premiere of Mufasa.
Oh, wow.
The Lion King prequel.
Time flies.
That everyone has been waiting for.
It really does.
Now, this premiere should have been all about celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for Beyoncé and Blue Ivy.
Oh, absolutely.
Huge night for them.
Reprising her iconic role as Nala.
Yeah.
And get this, Blue Ivy is making her feature film debut.
I know.
As the voice of young Kiara, Simba's daughter.
I can't wait to see it.
Talk about a dream come true.
I know. I can't wait.
But as you can probably guess, there's a twist.
Oh.
A pretty heavy one.
Okay.
Over the weekend, a serious allegation surfaced against Jay-Z.
Oh, gosh.
That put a definite damper.
Oh, no. On the festivities.
I hadn't heard about this.
Really?
No.
Yeah. So this is a big one.
Yeah.
What's striking is the timing, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have this joyous occasion, a real coming-of-age moment for Blue Ivy.
Yeah.
Set against the backdrop of a very serious legal accusation.
Right.
It really makes you wonder about the intentions behind when this lawsuit was filed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So for those of you who haven't heard,
fill me.
The allegation is that Jay-Z and Diddy drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl.
Oh, my God.
Back in 2000.
Wow.
At an MTV Video Music Awards after party.
Oh, wow.
The accuser is unnamed.
Okay.
Referred to as Jane Doe in the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And she claims this happened
Wow.
over 2 decades ago.
That's a long time.
It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
And I know I was shocked.
Me too.
When I first read the news.
Yeah. That's
It's definitely a bombshell.
Yeah.
And it brings up a lot of complex questions.
A lot of questions.
This lawsuit, filed just one day before the premiere, immediately casts a shadow over what should be a celebratory occasion for the family.
For sure.
It's like a PR nightmare.
It is.
Playing out in real time.
Totally.
So how did Jay-Z respond?
Yeah, how did he respond?
To these allegations?
Yeah.
Well, he issued a statement vehemently denying any involvement. He called the accusations heinous and a blatant attempt at blackmail.
Wow.
He even pointed fingers at the attorney representing Jane Doe.
Okay.
A guy named Tony Busby, who, as it turns out, is also representing other women accusing Diddy of similar misconduct.
Oh, wow. So
it feels like this situation could easily spiral to a much bigger story.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so we have a very public accusation and a strong denial. Now, I'm curious, did the family still attend?
I would think not.
The premiere with this cloud hanging over them?
Yeah, I would think.
That's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Despite the controversy, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Blue Ivy all arrived together on the red carpet.
Wow.
Looking very much the picture.
The picture of
a united family.
Wow, okay.
Now, I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But that seems like a calculated move to me.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, they could have easily...
You could have skipped it.
Skipped the premiere.
Easy.
The fact that they chose to show up together, especially with their daughter. Sends a very specific message.
Sends a message, for sure.
Don't you think?
Yeah. What do you think that message is?
Exactly. Yeah. It suggests strength.
Okay.
Resilience, and most importantly, Jay-Z's insistence on his innocence. It's almost as if they're saying, we're not letting this derail us. We're standing together. And we're moving forward. And I bet the media had a field day with this.
Oh, I bet they did.
You bet.
Yeah.
TMZ, for example, reported that the family showing up reflects exactly what Jay-Z said in his statement.
Yeah.
Not only denying the allegations, but insisting he has nothing to hide. The whole thing feels very orchestrated.
Very much so.
Wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. Very calculated.
For sure.
Yeah.
It almost feels like...
Feels very PR.
They're turning the premiere into a platform to address the allegations and control the narrative.
Yeah.
What do you think about that approach? Is it a smart move?
Well, it's certainly a bold one.
It is.
It turns a personal crisis into a very public display of unity, but it also raises questions about whether they're trying to influence public opinion before the legal process has even begun.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We tend to judge situations quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in the age of social media.
Oh, for sure.
It's easy to form opinions.
So easy.
Before all the facts are in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's where it gets tricky.
That is tricky.
How much weight do we give to an allegation before it's been investigated?
Yeah.
And how do we balance
Good question.
the need for due process with the very real pain and trauma that victims of abuse often experience?
Yeah, the hard one.
It's a delicate balance.
Definitely.
And it's a conversation we need to have.
We do.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's unpack the situation.
Let's unpack it.
A bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a layered situation, no doubt.
Yeah.
And we can't forget about the impact this has on everyone involved. Especially Beyoncé and Blue Ivy.
Right.
Talk about a tough spot to be in.
Exactly. This was supposed to be Blue Ivy's
I know.
big moment. Her Hollywood debut.
It was supposed to be a celebration.
And now it's overshadowed.
Totally overshadowed.
By this serious accusation.
I know.
Against her father.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
It does.
How this will affect her experience.
Yeah.
Her memories of this night.
It's heartbreaking to think about. Honestly, this should be a time of pure joy and excitement for her.
Yeah.
Stepping into the spotlight.
Yeah.
Sharing this experience with her mom.
Right.
Instead, she's being thrust into this whirlwind of controversy and scrutiny.
Right.
It's hard enough growing up in the public eye.
Yeah.
But to have this kind of allegation leveled against your family at such a pivotal moment has got to be incredibly difficult.
And what about Beyoncé?
Yeah, what about her?
She's built her entire career on female empowerment and speaking out against injustice.
Right.
It's hard to imagine what she must be going through right now.
It really is.
Trying to reconcile her personal life with her public persona.
It's a real test of her principles, for sure.
It is.
On the one hand, she's got this incredibly successful career, a platform to speak her truth.
Right.
On the other hand, she's a wife and a mother.
Yeah.
And she's facing a situation where those roles might clash with her public image.
Yeah.
It's a tough balancing act.
It is.
And no matter what she does,
I know,
someone's going to criticize her.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just how it is.
That's the double-edged sword of fame, isn't it?
It is.
You're constantly in the spotlight.
Always.
And every move you make is analyzed and dissected.
And dissected.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
Can't even imagine.
It's a high-stakes game, that's for sure. And this particular situation feels like it could have long-lasting repercussions.
It does feel very bad.
Not just for the family involved,
right,
but for the entertainment industry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As a whole.
How so?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
This case could set a precedent for how these types of allegations are handled in the future.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
We're talking about powerful figures, immense wealth, and the court of public opinion, which can be incredibly fickle and unforgiving.
Oh, for sure. You're right.
Yeah.
And this case is unfolding
It's interesting.
against the backdrop of the Me Too movement, which has already shifted the landscape
It really has.
of power dynamics in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And beyond, it feels like a watershed moment where we're being forced to confront uncomfortable truths about the way we've traditionally handled issues of abuse and accountability.
Yeah. It feels like a reckoning.
It does.
Yeah.
So from a purely legal standpoint, what are the next steps?
Well, now that the lawsuit has been filed, there will be a period of discovery where both sides gather evidence and build their cases. There could be depositions, subpoenas, and all sorts of legal maneuvering.
Gotcha.
It's likely to be a long and drawn-out process.
Yeah.
And it's entirely possible that it never even goes to trial.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And in the meantime,
Yeah.
the court of public opinion will be in session 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Social media will be buzzing
I bet.
with speculation. Pundits will be weighing in.
For sure.
And everyone will have an opinion.
Yeah.
It's important to remember, though, that an allegation is not a conviction.
Of course.
Jay-Z is innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
And he deserves a fair hearing, just like anyone else accused of a crime.
That's such a crucial point.
It is.
We often rush to judgment
Oh, we do?
Based on headlines.
So quick to judge.
Or social media posts without taking the time to consider all sides of the story.
Yeah.
But in a case like this, where the stakes are so high,
yeah, they're huge.
It's more important than ever.
Absolutely.
To let the legal process play out and reserve judgment until all the facts are in.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
This is a complex situation.
It is.
With far-reaching implications.
Yeah.
And it's going to take time to unravel.
Mm-hmm. It feels like this story really highlights the power dynamics at play.
For sure.
Not just in Hollywood, but in society as a whole.
Yeah.
You have a young woman coming forward
Mm-hmm.
with a very serious accusation against two incredibly powerful men.
It's a David and Goliath situation.
It is.
It is.
It takes a lot of courage to do that.
Oh, yeah, tons.
Especially when you know you're going to face
a lot of backlash.
Intense scrutiny and potential backlash.
A lot of scrutiny, yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's important to acknowledge the bravery it takes for anyone to come forward with an allegation like this of sexual assault.
Right.
Particularly when the accused individuals hold significant power and influence.
Yeah.
Cases like this often become a referendum
They do.
on the credibility of the accuser
It's true.
versus the accused.
Right.
And that can be incredibly daunting for survivors.
It's a lot to put yourself through.
Oh, yeah.
It also makes you think about the responsibility we all have
I agree.
as consumers of media and information.
Yeah.
We need to be careful
We do.
about jumping to conclusions
So easy to do.
and perpetuating harmful stereotypes.
Yeah, so easy to do.
It's so easy to get caught up
Oh, yeah.
in the gossip and the drama.
For sure.
But we need to remember that there are real people involved.
Real people with families.
Yes, right. And their lives are being deeply affected.
Yeah, their lives are being changed forever.
By these events.
For sure.
You're so right.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget.
Oh, it is.
The human cost of these high-profile scandals.
It really is. We just see the headlines.
Yeah.
We don't think about
the people behind them.
the ripple effect.
Yeah. We tend to view celebrities as larger-than-life figures.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also
The human?
vulnerable individuals navigating complex
They are?
personal and professional challenges.
You really are.
Yeah. This whole situation really has me thinking about this idea of redemption.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Can someone who has been accused of such a serious offense ever truly rebuild their reputation?
That is the question.
And if so, what does that process even look like?
That's a tough question.
It is.
And I don't think there's a simple answer.
Right.
It depends on a multitude of factors.
Yeah.
The nature of the accusation.
Yeah.
The evidence presented. The public's perception.
Right.
And the individual's own actions.
Okay.
And willingness to take accountability.
And what about the impact on the family?
Yeah, what about them?
Can a family unit even survive? It's got to be hard.
This kind of public scrutiny and the potential legal fallout, I can only imagine the strain it must put.
So much pressure.
On relationships and the emotional toll it takes on everyone.
Absolutely. It's a major stress test for any family.
It is.
It requires open communication, a strong support system, and a willingness to work through difficult emotions together.
Yeah. It's also a reminder that even the most seemingly perfect families have their challenges.
Everyone's got problems.
Yeah.
And how they navigate those challenges is what ultimately defines them.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've explored the allegations, the responses, the potential legal ramifications, and the broader societal implications.
We did.
What's the takeaway?
Yeah. What do we want people to...
For our listeners.
What do we hope they'll ponder after this deep dive?
I think the key here is to approach this story. And any story involving serious allegations with a critical and discerning eye.
Be discerning.
Yeah.
Don't let the headlines...
Don't let the headlines...
dictate your opinion.
Make up your mind.
Seek out multiple perspectives. Consider the complexities...
It's complicated.
...of the situation. And remember that everyone deserves a fair hearing.
Absolutely.
That's excellent advice.
Thank you.
And as the story continues to unfold, let's all commit to engaging in thoughtful dialogue.
Yes.
Listening to diverse viewpoints.
Please.
And remembering that behind every headline, there are real people.
Real people.
Whose lives are being profoundly affected.
Absolutely.
You're so right.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that while we may be fascinated by
Yeah, we love to gossip.
the world of celebrity and entertainment,
Oh, yeah?
these are real-life situations
They are.
with serious consequences.
All consequences.
Let's approach them with empathy,
Yeah.
understanding, and a commitment to seeking truth and justice.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'll continue to follow this story
Keep us updated.
as it develops and bring you more insights along the way.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Okay.
Stay curious.
Stay curious.
Stay informed.
Yes.
And keep asking those tough questions.
Ask those questions.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.